They got close to the second regulation win.
Yeah, who would have thought leaving the Wild's best player open in the slot was a bad idea?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to DDFR number 25 on the season. Today we are going to talk about the Minnesota Wild playing against the Anaheim Ducks, where the Anaheim Ducks lost 5-4 in a shootout. Alright, let's hop right into it. Some quick notes before the game. Pavel Regenda back in the lineup. Isaac Lundestrom is out for about 6 weeks with a broken finger. It's unfortunate. He didn't look amazing. I don't know how long the finger's been broken. It might have just gotten broken, or it might have been broken for a while and they didn't really look at it. He hasn't been playing great recently. Hopefully he comes back better than he was playing when he got injured. The 3 stars of the game are a little weird. I definitely agree with Eriksson Ek. He probably should be the first star. Don't really know why they gave Matt Boldy. I mean, he had the game-winning shootout goal, but man, only 1 assist during the game. Don't really get it. Same with Spurgeon. Like, he had a really good play in overtime, good defensive play, but like, they should have been Eriksson Ek. Probably Kalen Addison should have been up there for the Minnesota Wild, and then maybe the 3rd star should have been one of the Ducks' 3 big names. All of them had 2 points: Mason McTavish, Trevor Zegras, or Troy Terry. Yeah, that's probably how it should have gone. Kalen Addison, Eriksson Ek, and then one of those 3 Ducks. Hopping right into the game, looking at the Wild's first goal, this was very reminiscent of the first goal of the last game. Puck just thrown at the net, and it goes in off of a Duck. This time it's Max Jones. Last game it was Urho Vakanainen. And yeah, this is unfortunate. Addison just kind of throws this puck at the net. Nothing Gibson can do. This puck is way, way wide of the net, and it hits Max Jones and deflects right in. The Ducks responded about 3.5 minutes later. Frank Petrano just kind of corrals a puck that was shot up the boards in the offensive zone at the blue line, throws it towards the net, and Ryan Strome, just a good tip, knocks it down right in between Gustafson's legs. It goes 5-hole, and the Ducks tie the game pretty early. With about 5 minutes left in the first period, Ryan Reeves takes a shot that just kind of goes up and over Gibson's pad, and it just trickles out underneath his pad, and he doesn't really know where it is. You kind of hope that the Ducks defense is a little bit more aware and kind of hawks around the blue paint to swipe it off the line, but they weren't. And Connor Duar just kind of dives in there and pokes it. And yeah, Ducks were looking around like this should have been like goaltender interference, or it should have been blown dead. This was the right call. That puck was free. And yeah, be more aware. Got to be more aware on that one. Early on in the second period, Ducks were chasing for about the first 5 minutes of the period, and it led to a really good scoring chance for the Wild. This is something the Ducks will pay for later on in the game, but Kirill Kaprizov at the faceoff dot all alone, cross-ice pass, Gibson robs him blind. Great blocker save, and keeps the Ducks within 1. After John Gibson robs Kaprizov, the Wild keep pushing, and yeah, Greenway and Gibson get into it. And Gibson is punching Greenway. Greenway is tackling Gibson into his net, and somehow it ends up 4-on-4. I don't really know if I agree with that. Kind of makes it so goalies are open season, because Gibson got ran into. So he defended himself by pushing the guy off, and the guy came back at him. Don't really know why John Gibson got one, or why Greenway didn't get a second one. I don't know. It seemed odd. Anyways, 4-on-4. Nothing really comes during the 4-on-4 period, and then Mason McTavish actually draws a tripping penalty. On the ensuing power play, Trevor Zegras finds Mason McTavish. Mason McTavish doesn't like the shooting lane, sends it back to the point. Troy Terry is set up right in front of the net, and Cam Fowler, just aware where Troy Terry is, takes a shot. Like, great wrist shot, and Terry with the great screen in front. Game is tied at 2. Power play looked really good this game. This would be the first of 2 power play goals, but they still looked pretty decent even when they didn't score on the power play. The power play has started to look really good ever since they moved Troy Terry into this like bumper position in front of the net. He's got really quick hands, so even if there is a rebound, it's probably not a bad idea to have him right in front of the net to potentially just quick little move around the goalie and get it in. But here, you can see Gustafson's glove is way lower than where the puck went, which is way up here. You can tell that he could not see this puck. Troy Terry did a great job of blocking out the sun. Ducks have had this happen to them so many times where they get a screen in front on the power play. Gibson can't see it, Stolars can't see it, and they score. Good to see that the Ducks are actually learning. With about a minute left in the second period, Dmitry Kulikov takes a shot from the point. Troy Terry tips it on the way. It hits Gustafson. He doesn't get a clean save on it, so he doesn't really know where it is. Puck drops right in the blue paint, and Trevor Zegras is right there to clean it up. He gets his 9th of the season and gives the Ducks their first lead of the game. And they go into the third period up 3-2. However, the Ducks' lead in the third period is very short-lived, as Joel Eriksson Ek will score on the power play off of a dumb penalty by Brett Leeson. It's a very obvious hold. He wraps his arm around John Merrill, and Merrill, smart enough, kind of just squeezes onto his arm that's around him and is like, ref, hello? Smart, got the call. This power play goal, Matt Boldy sends a pass back to the point. Kalen Addison takes a shot, hits Gibson, drops right in front. Eriksson Ek just cleans up the rebound. You hope Gibson can make some of those saves, but it's a reaction save. He didn't react well enough. And yeah, Ducks are then again tied with the Wild. Then Minnesota does something pretty dumb. Like, they get a too many men on the ice call, and usually when it's too many men on the ice, it's like someone plays a puck too soon while someone else is changing. I don't know what happened on this one, because Minnesota was skating with 6 players on the ice. Like, 6 players were playing. Nobody was trying to make a change. It was one of the weirder too many men on the ice penalty, and Ducks take advantage of it. To give a little bit of context for this screen grab, on the power play, the Ducks usually like to either have Cam Fowler or Trevor Zegras try and feed Mason McTavish a one-timer from the other side of the ice. This is right after Mason McTavish hits the one-timer. You have both Adam Henrique right here and Troy Terry right behind him crashing on this rebound. Yet again, we see the benefit of moving Troy Terry to this bumper position. He's able to dig this puck out, and as you can see right here, has the puck right here, and he just shovels this home. He shovels this home, and the Ducks take a 4-3 lead. With about 2.5 minutes left in the game, the Ducks' defensive structure lets them down yet again. So, everything looks half okay right here. There's one big issue. I don't know if you can tell, but him, and him. That is Simon Benoit, Urho Vakanainen, Trevor Zegras, and Troy Terry. They're all puck watching. Henrique just ran into Kaprizov, and yeah, Adam Henrique, you kind of need to have your head up on this one, buddy. Because if you don't have your head up, stuff like this happens. This is an abomination. This is the same thing as leaving Austin Matthews open in the slot. The same thing as leaving Patrick Kane open in the slot. The same thing as leaving Alex Ovechkin open in the slot. This is not smart. Kaprizov, one-timer, ties the game. I don't get it with this team sometimes. I really, really don't get it. They played well. They fought. And then they do stupid shit like this. They can't finish games, man. They can't. That's the reason they've lost 5 in a row. They won game 20 in regulation. Have not won since. They let abominations like this happen. So we head to overtime. In the beginning of overtime, there isn't anything that's too dangerous. Then Kaprizov hooks Frank Vetrano for some reason. And the Ducks do something pretty stupid. This is pretty fucking stupid. So they hold on to the puck. There's a little over 2 minutes left when this delayed penalty begins. They don't put any pressure, don't shoot anything until maybe 30 seconds pass. The Ducks are just waiting. They're waiting. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with this team, because when you have a delayed penalty, especially in overtime, push. I'd much rather have them clear the puck and go down the ice, and you come back with speed through the neutral zone, speed into the offensive zone, and you have a scoring chance that way, than waiting for a full minute, so you only have 1 minute of actual power play time, and you end up going to a shootout for it. Yeah, Gibson wastes the last 9 seconds of it, but the team wasted more than a minute. They wasted more than a minute before letting the Wild touch this or get possession or whatever you want to call it. It's ridiculous, man. So after the Ducks choke away victory in regulation and then choke away a great opportunity in overtime, we head to the shootout. First round, Zuccarello, puck rolls off his stick. Zegras undresses Philip Gustafsson, looks like Patrick Kane, just quick hands, and yeah, I mean, nothing Gustafsson can do on that one. Kaprizov, insane push move, like, looks like he's going backhand all the way, and then immediately goes forehand and up and over Gibson's shoulder. Nutty. There's a reason they call him Kirill the Thrill. Like, it was beautiful. Anyways, Troy Terry comes in, and puck kind of rolls off his stick just like it did to Zuccarello. Freddie Gauthier comes in, tries to open up John Gibson and go 5-hole. Gibson says no. McTavish comes in and tries to do a little bit of fake him out, and just, yeah, no. Philip Gustafsson shuts him down as well. Boldy stares down Gibson. Like, just stares him down and shoots 5-hole. He froze him. It was a great first attempt by Matt Boldy, and it's the game winner because Ryan Strome loses a handle on the puck and doesn't get the shot he wants. Ducks lose 5-4 in a shootout. As you can see, Ducks played pretty decent. Yet again, couldn't finish a game. And at this point, I don't know what to tell, like, I can't tell what it is. I don't know if it's the coach. I don't know if it's just the Ducks' youth and ability not to finish out games on time. But until the coach gets fired, we're not going to know that answer. We can't keep choking like this, man. We had the win in regulation. We had a great chance in overtime. And we lost in a shootout. Ducks are going back-to-back. Tomorrow, they play against the Winnipeg Jets. Jets have looked pretty good of late. More than double the wins that the Ducks have, so that'll be fun. However, their leading scorer is their top defenseman, Josh Morrissey. So, hasn't really been offensive outbursts in Winnipeg. Connor Hellebuck has been the main show. In the Ducks' first game against the Jets this year, they lost 3-2, or I could say that they really lost to Kyle Connor, because Kyle Connor scored all 3 goals for the Winnipeg Jets, and yeah, that was one where the Jets scored in like the final minute and just literally took at least a point away from the Ducks, and I remember feeling my soul leave my body that game. The game starts at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central Time, and the game should be on Bally Sports West. For Canadians, it's probably on Sportsnet. It might even be on TSN. The rest of the U.S., you're looking at ESPN+. Thank you so much for coming and watching. I appreciate everybody who showed up to support. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Hit that subscribe button if you really like it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.